Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark May, Director of Communications with McAllen School District. Thank you for being here this morning. Looking forward to some wonderful presentations by our talented students. This is the second annual Final MVP by Uncharted Learning and Incubator EDU here at Rowe High School Auditorium. I'd like to introduce some special people who are here. First of all, from our executive leadership team for McAllen ISD, we have our superintendent, Dr. Rene Gutierrez is here. Also, our associate superintendent for instructional services, Dr. Rosaba de Hoyos is here. And we also have our director of the Career Technical Education Program, Ms. Lily Sandoval Silva. Now, how about our judges today? We appreciate our judges taking their time, devoting their time and effort and lending their expertise to help guide our students. We have first our Director of Entrepreneurship and Innovation and Commercialization at University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, Ms. Lori Simmons. Also from UTRGV, the Robert Backer College of Business and Entrepreneurship, Mr. Eloy Garza. From Region 1, their Career Technical Education Specialist, Mr. Leo Saenz. And then author and Shark Tank TV participant, Mr. David Norek. And events like this can't be done alone. You know, it takes, you've heard that term, it takes a village. Well, it takes an entire community to make efforts like this truly successful. One of those key participants in that who has helped support this event before, since the beginning of last year, that's the McAllen Education Foundation. Could we have a hand for our McAllen Ed Foundation representatives here today? Thank you. Then also, how about our mentors and coaches who have served as guides and role models? They've mentored and coached our entrepreneurship students throughout the year, and they've openly and directly worked with the kids and the entrepreneurship teachers to lead our students to success. Could they please stand and be recognized? All our incubator mentors and coaches. Thank you. And then also representing the Incubator EDU, Ms. Jerry Lemerand. Please stand and be recognized. And then our high school principal, starting with McAllen High School, Dr. Albert Canales. From McAllen Memorial, Mr. Pete Alvarez. And from Nicky Rowe High School, Mr. Alfredo Gutierrez. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for your leadership in providing the resources to help make this happen. And now we'd like to have an official welcome from our new superintendent. He just joined us in November, but it's a homecoming for him because he is actually a McAllen ISD graduate himself. Please welcome Dr. Rene Gutierrez.
Thank you. I also like to recognize our former mayor, Mr. Jim Darling. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you for your support. First of all, I want to thank everyone for being here today, especially our judges back there. You're going to have a tough job, evaluating all of this presentation. So judges, thank you for being here. Also to all of you who have served as guides and mentors to our students. Our students, will you please stand and be recognized? Let's recognize our students that are here all today. Thank you. They're a little nervous, but it's gonna be okay. You're gonna do a great job. And I wanna thank everyone for helping us educate our kids. This is just another example on how McAllen ISD provides a world-class education to our students, not only in academics, but also in authentic learning, creativity, and you're gonna see a lot of their creativity. As I was talking to one of the students earlier, he says it takes about 4 months for them to be researching and evaluating and thinking of an idea, and so there was a lot of work done behind the scenes prior to being here. And then by the time they did all that research and figure out what they were going to be working on, then they had to come up with the creativity of that product or service that would be unique and very different from what's out there. And so this is why they're here, because they've put in a lot of hours, a lot of time, along with their teachers, to be able to be here. So thank you. And I know that y'all have great presentations, and we're anxious to see that. We have 6 teams from McAllen High School, Memorial High School, and Rowe High School who will be presenting their ideas today. And again, these kids have professional licenses or certifications, and it's all made possible through our Career Technical Education Program, CTE, which is, where's our CTE staff? Would you raise your hand, all of the CTE staff? Thank you. Thank you so much. And again, this is next generation of our business world, the next generation of ideas that are going to be out there to provide a better product or service. So we're anxious to see that, and thank you for being here, and let's get going. Thank you so much.
All right, let me give a quick explanation of how this will work. Each team is going to come up. They'll have 8 minutes to present up here on the stage. Then they will take questions from the panel of judges for approximately 5 minutes. And then the judges will deliberate for another 5 minutes as they take their notes and get that sorted. Then we'll start with the next group. We have 6 teams in total, starting with Mac High, then Memorial, and then Nicky Rowe. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with McAllen High School, and their first group is called, or presenting, on fitted jeans.
Everybody here has either experienced or knows someone that has experienced problems finding jeans. You are either stuck in a fitting room hours on end trying on 1,000 different pairs, or you think you found a pair, you put them on, you like them, they fit perfect around your hips, but they're way too loose around your waist.
Hello, I am Inez Ochoa.
And I'm Ana Garcia.
And we are the creators of the app, Fitted Jeans. You would think that if you go to a store and you already know your size, the clothes will fit, right? Well, I thought the same until I went to a store, I bought a pair of jeans, and guess what? They didn't fit. So after a lot of tears, I wanted to compare my jeans. These 3 pair of jeans are the same brand, the same style, yet they're all different. All of us women have different body types, right? And even our own bodies changes in the lapse of a year. Like, our body is not the same one as it was last year. That is why finding the perfect pair of jeans is almost impossible. That is why we created the app. This app will scan your body. It will take your measurements and send them to our manufacturers, Inditex. They will make the perfect pair of jeans for you and will send them to your doorstep. This technology is not new, but we wanted to implement it in our app.
For example, TrueFit, the gym, uses this technology with their in-body scans to measure your body fat percentage and to help you out to know what to work out exactly. As you saw in the video, our main advertisement strategy is going to be through influencers. These are a list of our mutuals on TikTok that have a range from 12,000 followers to 12 million followers, and in total, 29 million people follow these people. to put it into perspective, that is the population of Texas. This is a very reliable source to us since we have very personal, strong connections with each of them.
We also have our social media ready. This is our Instagram account, and we are still in the beta stage of the development of the app. And that we are in the process of owning the domain of the website that will cost $2,199.
If you take a look at the first few pages that we gave you, there are 216 boxes. Each of these boxes has one signature of someone who already said yes to our app. We asked in 3 hours, we got 216 people to sign this paper, investing $20 into our app. We asked them if they would be willing to, and they all said yes. That is $4,320 that we would be starting off with. Moving on to financial models. For our revenue, we picked our 3 most estimated bestsellers, which are blue jeans, white jeans, and black jeans. We are estimating to grow between 40 to 50% by the end of year 3, which is doubling what we made in year 1. Our cost of goods, it costs us about $5 to make each pair of jeans, and considering our unit price, we're going to be making a gross margin of $64.99. Our startup costs, we already have a startup inventory of $1,000 since we already had an investor invest $1,000 into us because he believed in us. It is approximately, considering the app development, the utilities, and our products, we're going to be looking at a startup cost of $111,000. Our studying general and administrative costs aren't the same by the end of year 3 since we are not planning on wasting the same amount of money on each thing. Moving on to our 3-year summary. We have equity investments of $1,000 already made for year 1, and right now we're working on getting investments for year 2 and year 3. Our total addressable market is $487 billion in clothing in the world. And then to get even smarter, our SAM is $24 million, and even smarter is $609,000.
We did a survey asking people if they had experienced problems finding good-fitting jeans. And as you can see in this graphic, most of them said yes, especially women. That is why we wanted to concentrate our market in the females market, in all ages, women of all ages. We also, as we all know, right now, in these days, empower women, empower other women. That is why we wanted to concentrate on that.
There is no direct competitors in our industry, but we do have to acknowledge that there are other companies that already sell trusty jeans to very loyal customers, which is why we do not believe a size on a number on a size tag should define who you are or how you feel about yourself. So we want to get rid of numbers in general and add 2 keywords that are for you, because we believe that our goal in life is to make jeans specifically for you. And when your body changes, as it will, you can send us the jeans back. We can send it back to Inditex since they have a recycling program, and it will allow us to help maintain the environment sustained and to sustain your pockets, because if you do this, you will get a discount on your next pair of jeans.
So imagine, if we can be this successful just in the females and jeans market, imagine how far can we go if we expand to men's clothing or kids' clothing. But we'll talk about that later. First, let's just dominate the females market. So join us so we can make fitted jeans just for you.
First of all, I want to congratulate you on your presentation. You did a great job, really good job. I have a question about the manufacturing. You say that it's going to cost you about $5 to manufacture your product. Who's doing the sewing? How are you going to be manufacturing them?
Thank you for the question. So we actually talked to someone who used to be in the jeans industry, and she told us the approximate price. And we're planning on getting in contact with Inditex, which is a manufacturer for Zara jeans, Pull & Bear, and other brands. And they're going to be making our jeans.
Great. And so I know that is down the line, and so I'm just impressed that you are that far along with your planning. Thank you.
Hi, yes, again, congratulations. Well done. So with regards to your marketing strategy, I see that you do want to focus on influencer marketing. What are some other effective marketing strategies that you've identified that go beyond that?
Thank you for the question. Yes, apart from the influencers, we want to do ads on social media and on TV commercials.
You mentioned that you have, all these influencers, and you have a great relationship with these influencers. How did you build that relationship?
Most of them are really close friends, and the other ones are friends to our friends, so we already have that connection, and we have talked to them, and they're friends.
And two very big cities in Mexico, Monterrey and Guadalajara, we're from there, and a lot of influencers are from there, so that's also how they have such a large following.
Good morning. Good morning. I think this is.
Good morning. My question, by the way, congratulations, great job, by the way. I really want to touch upon something that you talked about, which was that you did a survey for females, right? And so I want to ask, was the same survey used for everyone, or was it a different survey depending on the age group?
It was the same survey, and we asked our relatives, and we posted in our social media, so people could do it, and I sent it to my family, and I asked for them to send it to other people, and so it's all ages and basically the same question for all.
Good morning. You guys did an amazing job. As somebody, I'm wearing jeans that don't fit like I would want them to fit right now. So, I think targeting, a male audience is something you guys do need to focus on in the future. My question is, this seems more are you focused more on the app part of it? Because for me, it's if you focus on the app and then just sell that technology to jean manufacturers instead of making your own jeans, I think maybe that would be a different way to go about this.
Yes, that's actually a very good idea, because we did get recommended that, but we think we want to focus on doing it ourselves, and in the future we could sell our technology or in our app to a company that would be interested in buying it for them to make fitted jeans.
That's all the questions our judges have. How about one more round of applause for our first team?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, our judges will take a few minutes to compile their notes, and then we'll announce the second team. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for group number 2, also from McAllen High. Please welcome Takenstein.
Hello, my name is McAllen ISD. And ever since I was a little boy, I'd always been interested in technology. In fact, my parents gave me a laptop when I was about 8 years old. And utilizing that laptop, I messed around with it. I did a bunch of stuff, and I just started learning a bunch of new skills. One of those skills included coding, 3D modeling, sound, and video editing. And using those skills, me and my partner David here decided to create the project known as Tankenstein.
Now, when we look at new technology made by these big developers like Apple, we have noticed a recent trend of repetitive and uninspired production. This is the exact same thing that's happening in the gaming industry, where these big companies are creating these games that are exactly like their old ones and are not hitting the mark with their customers. Now, we've decided to combat that by creating our own game, Tankenstein.
Now, through lots of hard work and many man hours, I've been developing this game entirely from scratch, through code, through a game development engine known as Godot. And as you can see, the game's main focus is based around a system where you can completely modify, edit, and build a tank entirely out of a bunch of conflicting parts, hence the name Tankenstein, and create your own Frankenstein's monster of a tank and send it out into battles. Now, our mission is to create and provide fun and unique entertainment to gamers of all kinds.
And our vision is to become developers gamers can rely upon to deliver them what they want.
Now, I'd like to show you a sneak peek of our game right here. Now, unfortunately, the audio is a little quiet, but while the video is playing, I'd like to show you that, as you can see, entirely through my own hands, without any external help, I was able to create a little demo prototype version of the game that we're planning to create. And the game's main focus is based around World War II, and you'll be able to go through real battles in World War II, such as the beginning, as you saw, in Normandy. And here you can see you're attacking the city of Berlin in this little part of the game. Now, this will allow both players and even children to enjoy the game and also learn a little bit as they're playing. Now, many of you may think that how can a game made by a bunch of two kids even succeed? Well, I like to bring your attention to these notable examples here, such as in the middle, Power World was made by 4 independent developers and racked in 7 million sales and $210 million in revenue. Another game here, Battle Remastered, was made by 3 independent developers and racked in 1.8 million sales and created $27 million in revenue. Now, we hope, despite not being, hopefully as successful as these, we can still, even if we bring in a fraction of that cost, we can expect, a lot of money.
Now, as my partner has just listed of those games, they're released on Steam. Now, what is Steam? Steam is a platform for games where you could download and instantly play them. It has 32 million daily players, and whenever they do download it, all they have to do is go to the workshop, go to the new releases, and easily they'll find our game and install it. Now, our future endeavors are to acquire more channels, such as PlayStation, Xbox, Apple Store, and Google Play. This is to increase our customer base in the later years. Our TAM is 2 billion, and scratching it down, on our SAM, we have 24 million, and our SOM in 1 year is 720,000. Now, our SOM is expected to rise by 15% every year because this market is ever so growing, making the sky the limit. Thank you.
So, I'm going to use my coaching voice. Aside from your knowledge in the industry, what additional research did you do to identify this as a viable opportunity?
So, recently, there have been a lot of games that have been released that are made by independent developers who have very humble beginnings, some of them even starting the game in middle school, which become extremely popular, especially on the internet. And simply because they aren't owned by a large corporation, many of them feel more trustworthy to the consumers. And so they feel more comfortable sort of putting their money into the game and enjoying it while not expecting the huge expectations from large companies.
My question is, are people, like your customer discovery, are they interested in tanks? Are they interested in battle? Are they interested in these things? How do you know that people are willing to buy what you're going to be providing?
So there are many games like this on the Steam store already. However, many of these games are extremely popular. One such example being a game called War Thunder, which has a couple million players, I'm pretty sure. And I'm a player of that game, and I'm really interested in like tanks and stuff like that. And I know there's a huge community of people who just kind of are super interested in tanks, and there are a lot of other indie games that also focus on tanks. Of course, many of them are more focused on the realism side, while we like to focus more on like arcadey, more retro style of game.
So tell me I think that you just said this, but what differentiates you from all the other battle and tank?
So most tank games are specifically focused in a 3D environment, and it mostly focuses on player versus player gameplay. But we focus on more a player versus environment type of gameplay, where you attack more AI enemies and sort of go through the war as it goes, rather than going into individual battles against other players.
Thank you.
Can I have? So, okay, great. You know, guys, I think you've come up with a really cool concept. Have you considered integrating this into education? Because a lot of what you stated, what sounded like a differentiator to me was that they're based on real battles from the past. So why can't a history teacher teach his course using your game? And since it's versus the environment, they have to answer a question and then they can continue moving on through.
Me and my partner have indeed spoke about that. While that is an option in the future, it's a lot harder to get into the sort of school market because many like school superintendents sort of are kind of skeptical about the idea of educational video games. However, if our game becomes successful, we can definitely invest into creating educational version of our game. Sort of like how Minecraft did with Education Edition. We could do that.
You might know one superintendent from a very good
Yeah. Well, if he'd allow us, we'd be glad to.
Whenever you download it, Steam will immediately give us a 30% commission, and so we'll get $7 back from just them installing and purchasing the game, and that's how we'll get the revenue.
So your game's going to go for $10, you said?
Yes, the game is going for $10.
Okay.
The expense to create this is our time, and we valued our time at $10,000, but we have been learning more and getting faster, and we are going to use those skills to develop better and more detailed games later on in the future.
I'd also like to point out that in order to publish a game on Steam, it has a very low publishing cost of about only $100. So with that $100, we could obviously publish the game on Steam, and the $10,000 will be paid in order for our own time and also for market our game on the internet. Yes, so we will, in fact, copyright most of our like logos and gameplay. However, most things are based on history, such as like the tanks, and because of that, a lot of the like names of the tanks, the companies such as Ford and BMW, who created like a lot of parts for these tanks, since now that it's been like over 100 years, it's now in the public domain, so you can use them.
That's all the questions from our judges. How about one more hand for Tankenstein? Thank you. We'll now take a few minutes while the judges finish up their notes, and then we'll move on to Memorial High School. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to move on to Memorial High School, and our third group is called Tent Guardian.
Good morning. My name is Natalie Gomez.
My name is Giancarlo Lopez.
Hi, my name is Juan Ernest Sanchez.
Hi, my name is Adrian Garza.
I'm Melanie Perez, and we are
Tent Guardian.
So what is Tent Guardian and how did Tent Guardian become a first thing? So about a year ago today, my mom got a brand new car. You know, she was super excited, super excited. She saved up, and especially coming from a Mexican background, our time is worth our money. So she saved up for a long time. She was super excited, and my dad decided to surprise her. So we go to the dealership that day. She was super excited, and she's like, okay, what am I gonna get? She got a very nice, expensive vehicle, and she was like, let's take it home. Let's show the family. Let's, enjoy the time of day that she's been working for her money. So then we're on the way home, and she gets onto the highway, and an 18-wheeler decides to shoot a rock right at her window. So she's showing up home with a broken window and a brand new car, and she's like, this is not technically a brand new car anymore, So this is why we invented Tent Guardian.
Tent Guardian, a tent that solves all your problems with just a peel. So some common problems that drivers encounter on the road and can lead to major injuries are window chips and cracks, dirtiness, and sun glare.
What is our product? So I'm sure all of you guys here, or most of you guys, have protective screens on y'all's phones. So just the way our product is gonna work is it's a protective layer, and then it's gonna have sheets of thin plastic. So whenever, let's say you go to the gas station, and you guys see those nasty scrubs to clean y'all's windows that's been there for years, but no one wants to touch them. So basically what it's gonna happen is from left to right, you will be pulling down a thin sheet plastic layer that will bring a brand new window, and on top of that, protect you from the elements that are while driving. So for right now, we have difficulties playing the video, but in demonstration, the race car driver is getting mud thrown on his helmet, and he's just peeling left to right, pulling down for brand new vision.
So this is our Explorer 3D model. Shows our product's features. One of its features is that it's a multi-layered tint, and currently this model has 3 layers. Also, another feature that our product has is that it has salt layers to prevent snow buildup. Another one of its features is that it has ammonia-free layers to prevent fog buildup. Also, it has peel-offs in the bottom corners to make it easy and accessible for the user to peel off each layer.
So during the process of finding out who are our competitors, we realized our product's already invented, and we were like, wow, so what do we do now? So what we did was, how can we stand out? How can we be, the only one in our market? So we realized by adding salt layers to protect from snow, so if you're in Michigan and you come out and you're like, I can't even drive my car because I can't even see, we're gonna be standing out in that market. We're gonna also be standing out, and we're gonna be the only people out there to have that protection. So before a rock hits your window, it's gonna be hitting our fiberglass, and the fiberglass will actually be the one being cracked, not your original window.
So our targeted audience would of course be anyone who owns and drives a vehicle. Right now, since we are barely starting off, we are mainly targeting truck drivers and trunk companies. But later on, as we do expand, we want to be able to share our product with many other people, such as bus drivers, taxi drivers, Uber drivers, food delivering services, and even airplane companies, as our product would be of great use and great benefit to anyone who drives a vehicle on a daily basis.
Our starting figure for a TAM and SAM is 10,000. Our total would be 4.1 million. Our serviceable would be 3 million, and our market share would be 75.
Our goal with this product is to prevent as many distractions as possible, as these distractions can lead to emotional disturbances and car accidents. These too can alter the safety of you and others on the road. We also did a survey asking people about the experience of encountering these common windshield problems, and they experienced stress, frustration, and anxiety. So we created Tint Guardian to prevent that and bring more safety on the road. Our price product will range from $215 to $325, and this is our revenue and our SG&A.
This is just a table of our startup costs, basically all the money we're going to need to get our business running. Our total inventory will be $5,000, and our total startup cost would be $27,504.
For cost of goods, we have 2 window protectors. One includes 5 layers and the other one includes 10 layers. The 5 layers will cost $215 and the 10 layers $325. And then this is the small graph of our cost of goods.
Thank you. So at this time, we're done with our presentation. So don't crack our dreams, protect them from coming true.
Hashtag crack.
Tint Guardian has your back.
Cute tagline. Very good presentation. My question is, so if you could go back to your slides where it has the 5, can you go back? Yeah, right there. So window protector 5 layers is $215 and window protector 10 layers is $325. I don't, are you buying 5 different sheets that you can keep reapply once you need them, or?
So just the way like your phone's gonna work, the protective screen, just the way it cracks, you're gonna have to replace it. So let's say the fiberglass does crack from a very big impact, you will have to replace that. But those peel-off sheets are the ones that are gonna be helping with the snow on top of that. And it's also gonna be helping, so let's say you get a bunch of bugs from 18-wheelers that you've been seeing at the gas station, things like that. You just peel off. So after your 5 layers, you will still have that protective sheet for that protection, but you won't have the access of having a clean layer at all times. So in that market, we're gonna be actually up costing more because I would hope they buy more because they're like, oh, I don't wanna touch that nasty scrub. And then on top of that, we could actually be helping out with, if they were to get 10 layers, it's just for just a couple bucks more, we would be making a more profit because we would buy in bulk.
Okay, so I bought your window protector. There's going to be the window protector, and then you're going to have 5 layers, install 5 layers. And then when things happen like bugs get on the windshield, then I peel it off, and then I'll have 4 layers left.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So with regards to your competition, you mentioned budget tints on wheels.
Yes, so what they do offer just like a thin layer of protection, but they don't have the peel off option. Now on top of that, other people do offer window tint and things like that, but they don't offer the peel off system as we do. Now during the process of figuring that out, NASCAR actually does have a peel off system for NASCARs, but those are just temporary and they're not for protection either. So what we did is we put all the competition and we put it into one product so we could have an original product.
So were those local competitors?
No, so these were from like Austin, Houston. More local competitors had the protection, but none of them had the peel-off system.
How far did you conduct the research of the competitors?
So we did do, as far as NASCAR fans go, probably all the way to there, because we did do a little bit of research in the NASCAR industry and things like that, but that's the best as far as we did go.
So how many truck drivers did y'all talk to? Because you said that was your target
John Carly, do you want to answer that?
So my dad is actually a truck driver, so he was the one who helped us with that in that area around there. So he basically goes out every once a week, and he does face a lot of difficulties on the road. especially during the winter with the snow and everything, it does get very hard to see in the road. So we asked him about any tips he would have for us, and he said that the snow would be one, and also the cracks and chips, since it does get very difficult if you have your windshield dirty or if it has any cracks to see on the road.
And just to add on to that question, so my dad is part of a car club. So during the process of that, I did ask all his friends, which own very expensive cars, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Corvettes, very expensive vehicles. I said, what happened? Because one time they went on a car run and rocks went everywhere, and millions of dollars of cars had broken windshields that cost up to $5,000, $10,000 just to fix. So they said that this product would help a lot.
And I just have one more question about the salt. How are you integrating that?
So the way our process is, we're going to be doing vacuum seal the sheets together, and we'll be spraying on with the spray bottle salt, and then vacuum seal all the air so the salt will stay.
And how do you plan on marketing this?
Ellen, you want to answer that?
Well, we would first go with like our relatives and be like, truck drivers, like Giancarlo's dad, we can make him share our product to his business. And then from there, we can go from Uber drivers to, my sister is a Lyft driver, so she can probably like recommend to other Lyft drivers about the Tank Guardian. So we can start from there, and then we'll go from there.
And to add on to that, family relatives also, I know the Burns family of the Burns Motors, and I also know Three Star Muffler, which is a very famous auto shop. So things like that, I could pitch them to them like, hey, this would be maybe something you would like to display and things like that. So it would be an area that we could be marketing ourselves on. On top of that, we could also reach out to airlines, things like that, to maybe indicate that maybe putting it on airplanes would be a big thing, and our industry would go skyrocket from there.
And how much is it going to cost you to get started?
So it would be a total of $27,000 around there to get our business started.
Thank you.
Great presentation, guys. I have a couple of questions, but the first one is, do you plan to have like a site, or do you plan to have like brick and mortar, like somewhere where they can come and they get that application done? Or is it a site where you sell it to them and somebody else puts it on their truck?
So during the process, I mean, of course, maybe we would want to start a website just so it would be easier for the people to come and buy the product. But for right now, we kind of just want to start reaching out to small businesses and things like that. And it would kind of be like a brick and mortar, like how you said.
Okay. And then continuing with the brick and mortar, where do you feel you would put like your first store, right? Or your place where this would be applied to? So we have, and just kind of like to guide you in that direction, is we have a lot of trucking in the industry here that flows through the Rio Grande Valley, but knowing that the largest land port in the United States is just down the street in Laredo, where would you put it?
I would definitely just put it straight into either Harlingen, or I would either do it right into McAllen, because I already have a building there, so we wouldn't have to pay for fees, things like that, rent. So if we needed an office to work out of, that would be definitely the place to go to.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much. How about one more hand for Tent Guardian? Thank you all. Our judges will compile their notes, and we'll move on to Group 4 in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to move on. Let's go with Group 4 from Memorial High School. They will present on patchables.
Hi, good morning. My name is Jacqueline Martinez. I'm Melanie Escalante.
I'm Julissa Espinosa.
I'm Eliana Barraza.
And we are Patchables. Patchables are the cover-up to your problem.
So about a year ago, I was on FaceTime with my friend, and she was telling me about how upset she was because they had dress coded her in school. So she had to find time and waste money to go back to the mall and shop for jeans that are proper for school. So we got thinking about how we could create a product that would help students in middle school, high school, elementary, or women in the workforce. So our mission was to create a product that helps you save money by eliminating the need to purchase more than one pair of jeans and achieving different styles each day with the same pair of jeans.
Our problem is ripped jeans not being allowed at school or the workplace. So we sent out a survey to students from our school and to people in the workplace, and we asked them, have they ever gotten dress coded due to wearing the improper jeans? And we also asked, would they wear a removable patch? And 99% have said yes. So our solution will be that we'll offer customizable and removable patches to cover up the holes in the jeans.
Some of our competition is American Eagle, Hollister, Levi's, and Abercrombie. All of these companies offer jeans with patches, but none of them offer customizable and removable patches. What makes our product better and unique compared to what is currently on the market? Our patches would be removable, customizable, and are made with heavy-duty Velcro.
Our main target audience is females in high school, middle school, elementary, women in the workforce, or women that have strict religious beliefs. At the moment, we are focusing just here in the Valley, but we do plan on expanding our business later on. This is basically our prototype and how our patch will look like. You can customize it whatever color, style you want. Obviously, there would be like different sizes, small, medium, and large, depending on the rip on the pants. And this is our Velcro that would make the patches removable to the jeans. And also our patches are very good for like holidays, birthdays, school spirit, like football games. You can, like for example, Mother's Day is coming up. You can get a cute little patch for your mom with her name customized on it with little hearts or whatever you would like to put on it.
This is our time in SAM. The total population of McAllen is around 143,000, and 52% of McAllen dislike following dress code. So we multiplied the 52% with the total population of McAllen, and that's how we got our total TAM and SAM and SOM.
This is our startup product cost. This list shows all the products we would use to create 5 patches. In order to create 5 patches, it costs $21. Each patch, to create each patch, it costs $4.20. This is our cost per patch. We offer a small, medium, and large. Our small would be $8, our medium would be $11, and our large would be $15. We are planning on starting a website. Our website would help you choose the right patch. It would have a measuring guide that allows you to look at how big your patch is, like your hole, your rip is, so you will be able to choose the right patch for you. Also, when you purchase our patch, you would have 1 free customization to your patch. Any other thing would be extra cost. This is our 3-year summary. For our transaction-based revenue, year 1 it's $41,850, years 2 is $60,682, and year 3 is $97,092. Our gross margin stays the same through year 1 and 3 for 34%. Thank you.
So I have a question. Your patch is for covering up ripped jeans.
Yes, correct.
Because right now ripped jeans is a huge trend.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if it's no longer a trend?
I think it would still be such a good product because our product would be good for pep rallies and football and stuff like that. So if you're supporting your brother, your sister, or anything in any type of sport they are, you can have a patch that says their number or their name on it. That's like for any events, or that's also a good gift for any holidays or birthdays.
So you said your competition is, and good presentation.
Thank you.
You say your competition are Abercrombie, Old Navy, because they have jeans with patches.
Yes.
Are they patches that are sewn in, so they're not removable, or so? Is that the case? So
Yeah,
how would they be
come
a
with the
competitor?
jeans already. They're sewed in.
They're sewed in, so they're really not a competitor
Mm,
because yours are. You're covering something, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Ours are also removable, so anytime, so let's say you purchase those ripped jeans and you have to wear them because your parents can't afford to buy you different jeans just for school. So our patch would be really good because you just attach it when you go to school, and then when you leave, you have completely different jeans just by removing that removable patch.
Right. No, I think that's a really great idea. And you say that you have Velcro. So do you have to have Velcro on the jean plus Velcro on the patch?
Yes, correct. We would when we send the patch to you, we would send a small like some small pieces for you to attach to your jeans.
So the consumer would have to sew on the Velcro?
No, because we are trying to look for a good Velcro that will stick. And at the moment, we are trying to process like tests to see if the Velcro will stick if you wash it and put it on the dryer.
Okay, thank you.
My question was, along thank you, with Lori there is, I understand the Velcro part, but how is it gonna attach to my jeans? One, I love it, like for me, for branding, to be able to get a patch with my logo on it and just put it on my jeans or something like that. But how is it gonna actually stay on my jeans? Because if you're talking about kids who are trying to cover up a patch that they're getting in trouble, you don't want the initial, I guess, the Velcro thing on your jeans to come off, because then they're going to get in trouble anyway, right? So how you're going to send me that kit, but how is that going to stick to my jeans?
So the Velcro is two pieces. So it comes with like the Velcro sticking to one other side, that's like the sticky part. And then the back of the Velcro is like kind of like a heavy duty tape that goes there that stays attached.
Okay.
So in the same question, right? So I don't have ripped jeans, let's say, and I want to add his logo to my jeans. But I want to use it for just the event that I'm going with him. Now I want to take it off. Is that going to leave residue on my jeans, or how is that going to work?
No, they won't leave residue because you will remove the whole patch with it. Like the Velcro would come off with the patch.
Awesome. So saying that, so now a month later I want to go to your event and I want to promote you. Does that re-stick to my jean? Is it going to re-stick, or is it not going to be sticky enough to be put back on my jean?
Yes, we are looking for Velcros that will last at least a year or two. So you won't be having to, because if it won't last, it's basically better to buy jeans. So we are trying to make a product that will last long for you to save money.
Right. And then one final question, by the way, great presentation, but I was thinking in my mind in the sense of even you as a student, I look at you and you probably wear 3 different shades of jeans there. So different shades, right? Are you producing them in different shades?
Yes, so our patches would be customizable to whatever color, style, any font you would like.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Real quick, number one, you guys did a great presentation, and I would recommend maybe looking beyond just jeans. I would love to get a patch, put it on my backpack with my logo. Wherever I go, put it on something else, even like on a plain shirt, put it on my shirt when I go do presentations.
Also,
that would be really cool.
Also, we can go on with jean jackets. You could put it on your jean jacket if that's what you like to wear. It's not just for jeans, so.
All right, thank you, judges. That's all our questions. And how about one more hand for this group? Patchables.
Thank you.
And we'll move on to group 5 from Nikki Rowe in just a moment. Okay, we're ready to start with our group from Nikki Rowe High School, our 5th presentation today. And this presentation is called Co-Curricular.
How many of you remember your first day of high school or college? Now,
How many of you remember being lost that first day? You're trying to make your way to your first class, but the never-ending labyrinth disguised as your school makes it impossible to do so. What kind of classroom would be named IA anyway? Lost, confused, and overwhelmed is not how you want to start your first day of school. Hi, my name is Joshua Netra.
I'm Aaron Alvarado.
And together we are the Entrepreneur Bros. As a business, we take pride in creating an innovative educational environment. It is our dream to provide reliable support for students of the future. When it comes to problems, we know school plays a huge role. That's why we surveyed 104 people. Out of those 104, we learned that 65% were lost on their first day of school, and 54% were too scared to ask for directions. They also mentioned problems with communicating with staff, having trouble with the bus system, and keeping up with personal and school events.
So our solution to that was to create an app that has a map of your campus along with the GPS feature that's integrated into it, so you're able to know where you are and find where you need to be on your first day, so you're not going to run into any of the problems that some of the customers face. There's also going to be a direct and easy messaging system so students can communicate with their teachers and staff and vice versa to keep them up to date on any potential tests coming up or homework assignments. Along with that, there's going to be bus route tracking, so you could stay up to date with any last-minute changes regarding the bus, whether it's a change in routes or the number that you need to get on, in order to help students not miss a pickup or drop-off. Along with that, there's going to be a branded school page, which has a few features, such as the cafeteria menu, to make sure that students are knowing what's going to be on the menu for the whole week or month, along with a customizable calendar that each user can customize to have their own personal events, whether it's a homework or upcoming tests, and the school can also customize it for them and add upcoming things such as proms, fundraisers, to keep the students up to date of what they need to know. And most importantly, there's going to be a lot of safety features implemented for us to add all the features that we want without hindering the safety of anyone that's on campus. There's going to be a login system where you could only access the school map through a school username and password, and we'll make it to where you can't screenshot or screen record the map and share it with any people who don't attend the school to ensure the safety of anyone who attends there. Along with that, you'll only be able to access the GPS for the map through the school Wi-Fi, so no one who's off campus will be able to access it and use it. What makes this unique is that we're going to be an innovative all-in-one app with smooth handling and school necessities for each day. For our target market, for our users, we want to target students between the age ranges of 14 and 22 who attend high schools and colleges, primarily in the RGV. For some of our competitors, one of them is Remind, which is a communications app that the school district uses, but it has many limitations regarding how many users you could have in your messages, which proves a problem for many staff and teachers who have a lot of students to keep track of and text. Then there's also Here Comes the Bus, which is another type of bus route tracking app, but it runs into many bugs and issues which causes the students to miss their pickup or not be able to be dropped off on time, or maybe even get on the wrong bus, which leads to a lot of problems. Then there's also Microsoft Teams, which is another type of communications app that the school district currently uses.
For our MVP test, we created a flyer with a QR code attached that sent people to a Google Forms. Upon opening the form, our surveyees were asked a series of questions, as well as shown a prototype of our app and its features. With this, we gained some new insight on our product. For instance, we received new ideas to implement to the app, critiques on app functionality, and the types of problems they face on a daily basis in their school life. We also learned that security was a major concern among our surveyees. Due to this, we implemented more security measures to give the people the features they want with the safety they need.
So the way we're going to market to our users will be through a school flyer that has a QR code, which via a directory link will send them to a download of our app, and also which will include a small bio to let them know of what we are and what we offer. We'll also use the school orientation, where at the beginning of the year for incoming freshmen for high school or college, there'll be a small section dedicated to our app so we could inform the incoming students of what we are and what we offer, so they could be like knowledge to download it before their first day to prevent any of the potential problems they may face. For our customers, we'll use a business-to-business method where we, as a business, will go to school districts and pitch to them to show them what we offer and why we will be beneficial for everyone who works at the campuses. And we'll also take advantage of social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, where on Facebook we'll have a more professional, business professional look where we could advertise to staff, teachers, and many other groups that will help. And for Instagram and TikTok, we'll have a more business casual environment where we could participate in trends to help increase our social media presence and spread the word to increase our audience. We'll also use an email newsletter which will send out emails to potential customers or current customers to keep them up to date with any upcoming features that we may have or any updates that we push out so they know what's coming. For our company roadmap, on startup, which will be in around July 2024, we want to begin the development of our app, which includes the map, the school page, the messaging, all of that. And then 6 months later, around December of 2024, we hope to have a prototype of the app complete so we could have beta testers test it out and report any bugs that they may encounter or any potential features that they want. And within the upcoming weeks leading up to our third milestone 6 months from then, in May 2025, we'll be pushing out bug fixes so we'll have a more refined version of our app. So we're offering what we say we do. And then we'll have a major software update which includes all the features that they suggested and to ensure that we have no bugs so we could fully release our app to the public.
For our total addressable market, co-curricular has the potential to reach 12,000 school districts in the United States of America, earning us $637 million in revenue. For our serviceable addressable market, we have the potential to reach 1,000 school districts in the state of Texas, earning us $59 million in revenue. For our market share, 0.42%. We plan to use a subscription-based contract with the school district to generate our revenue. Each year the contract covers $50,000 will be paid by the school districts for our services.
For our yearly revenue, in year one, we plan to make about $250,000 in revenue, servicing to about 5 school districts. Then by year two, with an increase of 20% in revenue, we will be making about $375,000, servicing 8 school districts here. Then by year three, we'll have an increase of revenue in about 25%, making $487,500, servicing about 10 school districts.
On startup, we'll spend around $43,000. This covers app development costs, startup marketing, trademarks, and Play Store holdings. Each year for SG&A costs, we'll spend around $11,000. This covers continuous marketing, app updates and bug fixes, legal and technology fees, and constant website hosting. We're asking for $45,000 in initial capital to help us provide reliable support for students of the future. Please feel free to check out our social media platforms provided, as well as reach out to us on our company email. Thank you.
Thank you.
You had an excellent presentation. Very nice. So $50,000 per school district. How did you come up with that number, and have you spoken with any school districts to see if this is something that they would be willing to pay for?
We talked with our school teacher and we did some investigating, and McAllen ISD it pays around $40,000 for Microsoft Teams and $100,000 for Skyward. And due to our app being a prototype and it'll be a beta, we're charging $50,000 in between.
Do you know what Remind costs? Does the school district pay for Remind, or is that a free app, or how does that work?
Remind is a free app, but there is a premium feature that the Remind charges, but the school doesn't pay.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Thank you.
Great presentation, guys. Really good presentation. So what is the problem that you're solving for the school?
So with our app, we limit the number of softwares that the school needs to pay for, along with reducing any issues that they may run into with what they're currently paying for. And we also have a new feature, which is the campus map, which constantly has people experiencing that problem every incoming year with new students. And it's a very big thing that many people experience.
The people being the students, right?
Yes, but sometimes even teachers on their first day or substitutes, any mentors like that, they also can get lost because most of the time they're told to just find their way through the campus, and that runs into issues.
Thank you.
Hey guys, number one, that was a very well in-depth presentation. That was, congratulations, a lot of information. You know, like with an app like this, you know, being a former school teacher, the kids after about a week or so, they know where to go. They know, you know, they know everybody or stuff like that. And I saw that your age range is from like 14 to 22. One of the things that really intrigued me was like the bus tracker. And if you want to expand that to elementary kids, somewhere where maybe a parent can track their child as they're on their way home on the bus, because a lot of times there might not be somebody waiting at home or the bus is running late, but at least they can track their child when they're coming home, something like that. They know exactly where their child is. I think that might be something you might want to look at and expand that target market to not just older kids, but also like in the elementary. I think safety-wise, that would be as a parent, I would love to just have that peace of mind. Hey, I know my daughter is en route home and I know around what time she's going to get there, or if the bus is running late, something like that. But that was my only recommendation, but you guys did a wonderful job with the information.
Yeah, good job, guys. I really enjoyed your presentation. I do have a question. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, in your presentation you stated that this app would work only on school Wi-Fi. Did you say that?
Yes, only the GPS. Everything
Only
else.
the GPS, okay.
Everything else will work.
Thank you for clarifying, because I was like, well, wait a minute, if the bus is somewhere else, right? Or if we're using it as teachers, as a former teacher, you know, we don't do everything in our classroom, you know. Even though you don't believe that, as students, we do stuff at home a lot, believe me. So how those grades get put in the grade book or things like that don't happen all the time in the classroom. And so when you're trying to use this app, if we were utilizing this app, that's one thing. The other question I have is, you said you would grow, and then you said at one point you would have like 18 schools. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes, we did.
What size of school district are you looking at?
Right now, we're only focusing on schools in the RGV because due to our small team, we're not able to branch out as much as we would like, which is why the only 18 schools by year 3.
Yes. So thank you for saying that. But in that same sentence, if you're focusing outside of McAllen, who would you be your next customer? Which school district would you pick?
Sherryland.
Okay. It's next door.
Thank you. How about a hand for co-curricular? And we'll have our final group presentation in just a few moments, and then we'll be announcing our winners. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for our final presentation of this morning. And this is also from Nicky Rowe High School. Their presentation is called Boosties.
Hello, good morning. Our team name is Boosties. My name is Hannah Chavero.
My name is Emilian Sosa.
Carlos Guerra. Rayleigh Sarmiento.
And Ashley McDonald. Raise your hand if you ever feel tired at school or at work. Have you ever wanted to boost your energy without resorting to unhealthy chemicals found in many energy products today? We did a survey at our school to find out what students and teachers do when they feel tired. According to the results, 30% choose energy drinks, 28% choose coffee, 19% choose energy bars, and the rest, 24%, opt for fruit snacks.
Our findings also revealed that 96.1% are interested in trying a natural, sugar-free, energy-boosting snack, and 92.5% are fans of chamoy.
Introducing Gil N sugar-free gummies. Not only are they coated in a delicious chamoy flavor, but they're made from all natural ingredients. They're infused with green tea and vitamins. Our gummies are targeted specifically for high school students fighting sleep deprivation. Our gummies will boost up your day.
Why we started. Within the COVID-19 pandemic era, in the worst time of my life, although my mother being low income status and also illegal immigrant, the governor of Texas reached out to me by a sheer miracle, providing any help he could for my mother to be healed from COVID-19. Unfortunately, months later, on May 13, my mother passed away. Now that act of hope, that act of selflessness allowed me to pursue this, Boosties, and provide it to thousands of people. So now coming into our incubator classes in the beginning of the year, we brainstormed an idea of what if we could merge a thriving business of dulces enchilados with the high demand of caffeinated drinks and demand also of high sugary snacks and bring them together to solve that issue as we aim to. So starting with our prototypes, finding that energy source, that first energy source being ginger root powder. However, mixing the ginger root powder with the chamoy paste, we realized that the ginger root was overpowering the whole formula. So we had to pivot into a new solution, find a new energy source. That energy source being vitamin B. However, if staying with the vitamin B as our energy source, as it not only provides energy, but it also provides immunity, it was gonna keep us within the market of a vitamin. And we had to pivot, and we had to find another solution to stay within the market of a snack. Finalizing our final prototype with green tea extract, as it not only provides the energy, but it also provides the immunity that you need as well. Finalizing our product Boosties.
We face stiff competitions from various companies that address the same need, but we offer a different solution. Our competitors are energy drinks and fruit snacks that lead to a major health concern. These products are also known to lead to crashes and hyperness. On the other hand, Boosties incorporates sugar-free alternatives and vitamins into our solution for you.
With our milestones, coming into the beginning of the year in 2023, we created our brand Boosties and started conducting research, months and months of research. Coming in by the end of the year, that's where we finalized green tea extract and started conducting test runs within the beginning of the year of the new year. We conducted surveys of our final logo, finalized our final logo, and our energy source. Following the months further, conducting MVP feedback for improvement of our product. How can we make this product better? And as of March 2024, we have expanded to pre-orders and social media.
Our logo underwent several redesign stages, but none of them felt right. Ultimately, we connected with a talented graphic designer who helped bring our vision to life, resulting in our final logo design.
Moving on to our label. We have faced a few challenges when creating the label. The main challenge we faced was since we don't have an industrial kitchen yet or a manufacturer, we do have to include this statement on our label. This food is made in a home kitchen and is not inspected by the Department of State Health Services. This also follows the cottage law. We also kicked off with our first flavor, strawberry, which we renamed Berrylicious. Get it? Berry? We also put a label, a QR code on our label for customers to give us instant feedback.
We have already conducted our MVP test by conducting a feedback survey amongst those who have already sampled our gummy, with multiple saying that they highly enjoyed our gummy and 96% already submitting for pre-order. Our target market consists of students, working professionals, people living an active lifestyle, and diabetics who are looking for a quick and tasty boost of energy. We have selected the Rio Grande Valley as our primary market since McAllen has been ranked the most overweight city in the nation and ranked number 4 for most diabetic. We are driven by our commitment to providing a health-conscious alternative to highly caffeinated drinks. We have also created a robust marketing strategy across all of our social media platforms, such as TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, where we engage with our audience. Our platforms not only showcase our product, but foster a sense of community. We have also elevated our online presence by establishing our website, boosties-shop.square.site, where we aim to provide updates and seamless product purchasing for our customers.
Now moving on to our market share. In our total addressable market, which spans 48.9 million potential customers in the United States ages 14 to 24 who are trying to live an active lifestyle, our potential profit is $12 billion. In our serviceable addressable market, which spans 7.9 million potential customers, our market share is $39 million. Now focusing specifically on the Rio Grande Valley, our market share is 0.08%, which translates to $109,500. Now let's talk financials. Our startup cost is going to be $2,121.54, and for our first year, SG&A cost is going to be $17,600, which means in total, our first year expenses are going to be $19,721.54. And for our COGS, the unit price we will sell our product for is $5, and our COGS per unit is $1.36. And our equal gross margin per unit is $3.64, which means our gross margin percentage is 72.7%. For our first year, we're expected to make $62,000 for a 56% profit after SG&A and COGS are paid for. For year two, we're expected to make $73,900 for a 58% profit growth for 25,000 units sold. And for year three, we're expected to make $100,000 for a 61% profit growth for 32,700 units sold.
What's next? Our future plans. As we're thrilled to announce that we have a manufacturing here in the Rio Grande Valley in Westlake, Texas, that is beyond thrilled to work with us to produce our gummies and be more efficient and faster. In addition to catering to different flavors to cater the needs of people outside of the Rio Grande and all over. Launching our website would allow us to reach a multitude of people outside of the Rio Grande Valley, outside of the state of Texas, and all over the United States. In addition, selling at markets to advocate for the need of boosties of resolving the issue of high caffeinated drinks and high loaded amount of sugary snacks. So we're asking for $30,000 for our initial investment. Conducting of production costs, product, ingredients, labels, and so much more, including trademarking, not only our logo, but also our title name boosties. Media costs consisting of all over social media, and most importantly, our manufacturing in order to produce our product more efficient.
Since we saved the best for last, say goodbye to traditional energy drinks and boost your day the Chamoy way with #Boosties.
Team, wow. I mean, I just ate, I tried both of them, and they're delicious.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, you're already selling this product?
Yes, sir. So right now we are taking pre-orders, which we have 40 pre-orders already, and selling each unit for $5. We already have a profit of $200.
Is there a plan, or do you see a plan for making this vegan?
Yes, the products we use currently are actually all natural. We actually use a chamoy that's dye-free, vegan, gluten-free, and non-GMO. And for the next step, when we have a manufacturer, we're actually looking to make it all vegan.
Right, and by you mean all vegan, you mean replacing the gelatin?
Yes.
Okay. Just well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Excellent presentation.
Thank you.
And I don't have any questions because you answered them all.
I'm going to see if I can talk through this, but I'm very sorry for your loss. And
Thank you.
My business began after a tragedy just like yours, losing my brother and sister to diabetes. To see a product like this that is sugar-free, diabetic-friendly, that I can eat, I'm in the fight against diabetes and obesity here in the Rio Grande Valley. McAllen, Texas, you guys mentioned 7 years in a row, most obesity in America, right?
Sure.
McAllen isn't doing anything about it, so I'm doing something about it. 7 years. I was told a few years ago, hey, you're gonna be put on the health council to help that. Didn't hear anything after that. So that's my fight. And I love that you're taking up that fight also. I mean, that's just, just hearing that. When I pitch, I start with that personal story, and I've never been on this end hearing a story that starts like that. So I commend you for that. And real quickly, there's two things I would recommend. The city of McAllen does have something called the Mi Cocina by the Hour, where you can use their facilities to make your products. That would be a great suggestion. And two, my children's book was the first ever non-food product selected as a finalist for the HEB Quest for Texas Best competition. That opens up in February every year. I would highly recommend you guys taking that next step and possibly doing that. That was a great presentation. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Again, I'll echo what the other judges have said. Amazing presentation. I just want to see that. I know you did a survey of the school and you kind of had a target market. I'm a little older than the target market, but I would say that I like the product too. So expand it to us older folks, I guess, if you want to call it that. But I think it just goes to show that you can start with a small market and it'll grow. Obviously, your vision might be, hey, we're going to laser focus on this one market, but I think that it'll bleed out. So congratulations.
Yes, Boosties is not just for high school students, it's for everyone. We want everyone to enjoy Boosties.
And with that, I forgot to ask, I'm so sorry. But would something like this be safe for like elementary kids to eat and still get natural energy from that?
Yes, so the interesting part of right now of Boosties and how it's built, take in consideration how it's being made by the Jello. As kids, we have to be very careful of what you intake, because if you don't chew it right, you can potentially choke. Now, the advantage of this is you lose that disadvantage, and now you have the advantage of the student the child is not going to be harmed. It could easily dissolve when it's being chewed. Does that answer your question?
So, I'm a coach, right? And I have athletes that they feel they need a little caffeine boost, before they perform, which is common in athletics, especially, track and field, because you're preparing for that 1 5-second performance that can make or break your whole career. Have you considered also, targeting athletes and the similar market? Because I know Gatorade has something similar to that. Because I've had my athletes have used it. I don't recommend any of these products, by the way, nor do I condone it. But it is what it is.
That's actually a funny story. Some of our friends who are sitting here in the third row, they keep on asking us every day, oh, when could we try Boosties? When could we get more Boosties? And they're to some of our top athletes in our school, and they're recommending it to their friends, and they want to have it every day for a quick energy boost.
Yes, before practice, after practice, we actually talked to a few basketball girls, and they're very excited to promote our product, and they want to feel that boost of energy without resorting to an energy drink or stuff that isn't healthy before a game. They want to feel good, and Boosties will do that for them.
All right, that's all our questions. One more hand for Boosties. Our judges will now retire and deliberate to sort out our first, second, and third place winners, which we'll announce shortly, just a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a special treat for you while we wait on our judges to deliberate. Last year was the very first year that we had the final pitch incubator project, and the winner was a team from Mac High, and they were awarded money to help get their project jump started. And we thought it'd be fun to invite back one of those students from that team to tell you a little bit about what their experience has been over this last year. So please welcome a graduate of McAllen High School from last year's winning team. Here's Antoine Namag.
Good morning, everybody. I first want to congratulate everyone here for doing a great job. Your dedication, your hard work, and passion, I could clearly see it. It was amazing. I'm really proud to see how far this program has come, bringing in new talent, new skills to the program. It's really nice to see, considering that we were the first to do it, and now just the second year now. It's just improved by a huge amount. Apologies for the video. There was supposed to be audio from my partner, and my partner Jason, he is supposed to be here, but he isn't, sadly. He helped me win just as much as I helped him win, so I just wanted to say that about him. Now, I am Anton Namwag, the 2023 Entrepreneurship Challenge winner, and I'm here to talk about my experience with this program. This is Jason, my partner, and that's me from before. Now, I joined on a whim. My counselor brought me in. She was like, I heard you were into business. And I said, yeah, I want to be a businessman. She put me in this class. I was like, okay. I didn't know that I'd be competing for $10,000 in becoming a businessman. But I walked in that classroom. There were 5 other people. Eventually, 4 dropped out. It was just me and Jason left to shoulder the burden of bringing our school to that win. It was a huge, huge undertaking. I've never done anything like that before. I've never even been on a stage before. But it was so much fun, and me and Jason pulled through. We did the best we could because we wanted to show that you do not need a big group to win a big competition. All you need is one person with a goal and a dedication to reach that goal. And we reached that goal. We won, and that day was something I will never forget. Now, currently, since we were the pioneers, the program had to iron out its kinks. We had to come together, work out everything, and work out the roadmap of how we were going to establish the business. It took a long time, but it was well worth the wait. Now, we are a legal and certified business, and currently in the process of opening up our bank account to get the money and start going into business. Since we blazed that path, now all of you, whoever wins, will be able to walk it easily, and you'll be able to go into it and start your business with no problems at all. This is the document certifying our business, and I just want to say so much thanks to this program, because without it, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be what I am. I wouldn't have the confidence to be on stage. I wouldn't have $10,000 that I can use to make a business. I wouldn't be able to proudly call myself a businessman. Just all the experiences I've had, all the things I've done have led me to where I am, and I just want to say a special thanks to everybody in this program for making it the way it is now. I'm really excited for the second years because it's just, there's so much that I've seen just from today that I'm excited for where this program goes, where all of you go. And I want to say that even if you don't win, it's fine. You've still won something. You've still won the skills to start a business on your own. You've still won the experience to call yourself a business person. Even if you don't have the money, you have a business plan. You can go out there and find people who will invest in you and make your own business. This isn't the end. This is just the beginning of your path to becoming a successful business person. Lastly, I want to thank Mr. Garza. He was the person that helped us through the entire process. He was there whenever I needed help. I was asking, well, how do I do the financials? Like, I don't understand money. I'm terrible at math. And he was like, well, I'll help you. So we sat down and we computed everything. We fixed up the presentation. He taught me how to present. He taught me the things I needed to know to come up here and present to every one of you today. So I just want to say a special thank you, Mr. Garza. And I just want to say that it's amazing being here and seeing everyone. So good luck to all of you. I'm really proud of what this program is today, and thank you for your time.
Okay, before we announce our winners, how about one more hand for all of our student presenters today? Great job. And also, how about a hand for all of our sponsors for helping make this possible so their dreams can. Appreciate y'all's support very, very much. Now to announce our winners, third place, second place, and first place, we have our Associate Superintendent for Instructional Services, Dr. Rosaba de Hoyos.
Thank you, Mr. May. So we're ready, and before we start, I want to thank all the students, all the teachers, the coordinators, the mentors, the sponsors, because for you to be here, students, you've already won, right? To represent your school, you've already won, okay? And if you don't get awarded today, that doesn't mean that you can stop. You can continue and continue with your plans. Okay? So I'm going to announce third place, winner for final pitch, and this group will be receiving $700 as an award. Goes to Tankenstein. You want to come over? And are we taking the pictures now? Okay. And then also our judges, right? If our judges can come up on stage so we can take a picture. Congratulations. Come over here. Congratulations. Let's go. Where do you want them?
They can be right here in the middle.
Okay. And then our judges. Yes, thank you. Good. Okay, second place, and this team will be receiving $1,000 as an award for them to start their business. Goes to co-curricular. And now for first place. This team will be receiving $2,000 to start them with their company. And the first place winner for final pitch is Boosties. teams can, later as we close, we're almost going to close, the teams can also take a picture with their teachers and their mentors if they're here. So I'll invite them for the first place in a minute. So we're ready to close. Do you have anything else to say?
Well, just add real quick that there's also a step and repeat, a backdrop that's set up outside. If you want additional pictures there with the team and things like that, that's also right outside.
And again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your work. Yes, definitely. And I hope that this continues, our mentors, our sponsors, that we just continue this year after year and we impact more students as the years to come. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I was not planning to speak, but God bless. I am so incredibly impressed. Again, my name is Eloy Garza. I serve as a marketing lecturer at the Robert C. Vacker College of Business and Entrepreneurship. For one, I want all of you to take my class. You're going to come to UTRGV, where you deserve to be, where you should be, so that we can continue to craft this. And we, as the university, I think Lori's going to agree with that. We're going to help you take this all the way. That's for one. Two, aside from my efforts at the university, I also serve on the executive board at RGV Lead. We just had our RGV Student Startup Showdown, and guess who won? Congratulations to the phenomenal work that McAllen ISD is doing to build and foster and grow and nurture our future entrepreneurs. It really is impressive. At our competition that was last Tuesday, Nikki Rowe took first, second, and third. Ms. De Leon, where are you, Ms. De Leon? There she is. So I really just wanted to take a moment to thank her. If she can please come up per request of the students. And also if Miss Monica Peña can please come up as well, because I know she's been doing a heck of a job in her leadership efforts for all of this. And so just congratulations to the entire district. Well done.
Ms. Torrey, let's get one more final picture here. Also, if we could give a hand to the person who spearheaded this whole arrangement, all the details from the CTE department coordinator, Ms. Monica Peña. Ms. Monica, great job. We put boosties up there. All right, very good. One more hand for boosties. And we thank you all for coming today. We thank you for your hard work and participation, students. And Ms. Peña has one final word.
For our top team, before they leave, I wanted to say something on behalf of DHR and Lone Star National Bank. They want you to meet in person Mr. Alonso Cantu because he wants to guide you to the right people. So I didn't know they were going to take first, but I knew I had a surprise for them anyways. So congratulations. I'll be planning that out with your teacher and hoping that you present to their medical team at DHR and the bank to any of their partners that are willing to go back and give you any extra funding. So congratulations to everybody. Thank you for being here. Don't stop. Don't.
Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.